Welcome back to the Passport Pals podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Olivia.
And we're the Passport Pals.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. How's your week been?
Busy.
Busy.
Long. Sleepy.
We need a vacation.
We do.
But today we are continuing our recap of our 19-night transatlantic cruise. Go back and listen to our last episode if you haven't already, because that was the beginning portion. Now we're going to do the middle chunk. We are talking about, we went to Bermuda. We had 5 straight days at sea, and then we ended up in Ponta Delgada in the Azores in Portugal. So it was a really fun time.
It was.
But yeah, let's get right into it then.
So if you remember from our last episode, we ended, it was Josh's birthday, which started our stretch of 2 days before we got to Bermuda.
1 day.
1 day. 1 day at sea before we got to Bermuda. And I think we just took it easy that day.
Yeah.
Something interesting about this process was the time change. So I'm sure we were thinking this the whole time. I'm sure you guys are. There's a 6-hour time difference by the time we get to Italy. So we were thinking, how is this going to work? Well, we changed time by like 1 hour every single day during our like 5-day stretch at sea. So, but before that, we were in Bermuda. What did we do in Bermuda?
Well, because the weather was terrible, we wanted to go to the beach. That's all you hear about Bermuda. The beaches are beautiful. You have to go. No, it was 60 degrees and windy.
Like we're talking high
blown
level
into
winds.
the water.
Yeah, it was a little insane. So,
and we were in Bermuda for 2 days, so it was kind of sad that like we couldn't do anything.
It was a little bummy.
But we did find something to do the first day we were there. So right in the port area, there is the National Museum of Bermuda. So we stumbled upon that, and it was actually really cool.
It was really cool. We spent quite a few hours there.
Like 3 hours there. It was really cool. There was like caves and stuff in there. There was this like historical house, and there was just a lot of history. I learned a lot about Bermuda that I had no idea. That's
so true. We did learn a lot. We explored. I mean, it was like a big.
Yeah, it was like a compound.
Yeah, it was huge. We explored literally all of it. If I'm not mistaken. Which was really cool. And although it wasn't the beach, there were still beautiful views of the beach.
Oh my God. Yeah, the water was so blue.
Yeah, there was like a hill, and I was like, oh my God, I'm living in like the Sound of Music. I was like running through the wind. It was insane, but
it was really cool. Definitely recommend the museum.
And within the museum,
oh, I forgot about this.
We stumbled all of a sudden. I like hear this chirping. Yeah, and I'm like, where is that coming from? And so we like turn this like creepy corner, and I was like, are we allowed to be doing this? It didn't look
like we were allowed to be there.
And we see dolphins, like real life dolphins.
It was incredible.
And they had like a little sanctuary with like what, 6 dolphins?
I think so.
And they said that they like train them and like take care of them, and then they have access to the ocean where they like train them and
they come back, and I don't know. It was really cool.
It was so cool. So we sat there for probably over an hour.
Yeah, just admiring the dolphins.
Yeah.
And the trainers like told us all about them.
Yeah, they were like talking to us, and I was like, can we like watch you guys? And they're like, yeah, of course you can. Hello. It was included with your admission. I'm like, really? Yeah. Would have been nice to know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we sat there. We watched them play. We watched them do some like trickies and stuff. And
they were doing like tests on them, like dental tests and this and that, and making sure they're all healthy and stuff. And,
it was so cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah, we just really walked around.
Yeah, after the museum, we walked around. We did some shopping. There was this like mall that we went to.
Yeah, within walking distance. Everything was really within walking distance in the port. I think if we were to have gone to a beach, we would have probably had to find like a way to get
now,
there.
Our friends said that they walked to a beach that was like, they walked for like an hour, and we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And then like she got stung by a jellyfish, didn't she? Jessie or Laura, I think it was Jessie, got stung by a jellyfish. They really have some of the craziest stories. But nonetheless, they walked really far and went to a beach, but then they got stung. So
and we're like stranded. So we didn't do that, especially because now if it was warm weather, we may have been more adventurous and tried to do all that. But yeah, definitely not in the cold. Weren't looking for a beach.
No. But the little like strip mall was cool.
It was cool.
We got some souvenirs.
I got the sweatshirt.
Yeah. We found a Haagen-Dazs, which was like striking gold. We were like, oh my God. Ice cream. Amazing.
It was incredible.
We brought some snacks back. We stopped at like a convenience store, pharmacy type situation. And then Bermuda has, what do they call it? The arch. I'll look it up. One of Bermuda's national symbols, the fabled moon gate, traces its roots to China, said to bring good luck. So there's like this arch. It's called a moon gate. When you walk in, and you're supposedly supposed to make a wish when you walk through it, and it brings good luck.
Yeah, I heard about that. That was cool.
That was cool.
But that was pretty much it for Bermuda. We did stay overnight in Bermuda, but we didn't get off the second day because, again, it was cold and we had to be back by noon. So we didn't think it would be worth it to walk around and be cold.
Yeah, there really wasn't. We hit pretty much all there was to do in the port. The first day we went within walking distance. So we just didn't find it necessary to get off for like an hour and get back on.
Yeah. So I do want to go back to Bermuda. It's sad that our first experience was kind of lackluster, but we still did have a good time, just not what we wanted to do.
Yeah. I was a little shocked that the like museum was $18 a person. It wasn't awful, but I don't know if it was worth it.
I think it was. We spent a lot of time there and it was really cool.
I guess that's true. That's true.
And they have dolphins.
Very true as well. Yes. And I got to run through the hills like Julie Andrews. But anyways, yeah, we left Bermuda and started our long streak.
5 straight days at sea, which some people would squirm at. I had the time of my life.
Yeah, we were ecstatic.
Pretty much every day looked the exact same.
Yeah. Honestly, this episode might be really short because our 5 days... every day we slept in because the time change was really, really messing with us.
Yeah, even though you think it's just an hour a day, but that threw us off.
It really threw us off. We're not big like early risers anyways on a cruise, especially when we know there's not anything for us like to be doing, or any like anywhere we have to be. But then to add on it being an hour earlier, forget about it.
Yeah,
we were staying in bed.
But it was very nice to have a 5 relaxing, except for the first sea day we had, I thought was gonna be the end of us.
Oh yeah.
It was our first day in the Atlantic, crossing it, and it was really rocky. Like the ship was going up and down, up and down.
Yeah, Josh gets really seasick, in case you didn't know. And I don't get seasick.
But you were even.
But I was fighting for my life. And then the first night, like we had spent a day at sea, and then that night, I thought I was like getting my life vest ready. I thought we were going down, sinking, because the boat was literally like, it was
terrifying.
Criminal. And we were in bed, and I was so restless because we slept all day, and literally my whole body was turning this way, and then it would turn that way, and then it would turn this way, and I wasn't moving. But the bed was like, the whole ship was rocking and locking. I thought we were gonna die.
And I thought if the next 4 days were gonna be like today, we wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it was just the one day.
Yeah, poor guy was green. It was crazy. I wasn't feeling too good, but he was like green in the face.
Yeah, it was really bad. But thankfully, it was only one day.
We made it.
And then, yeah, pretty much we spent a lot of time in the casino.
Yeah.
Which sounds bad, but honestly, I don't know if the casino was being generous or I was just pacing myself well, but we spent every single day in the casino, and I maybe spent $200 the whole 19 nights. So maybe it was just a generous casino and it kept giving me more and I kept giving it back, but it was fun. And when with our friends, and we tried to learn blackjack during this stint.
Oh yeah, our friends wanted to learn blackjack.
We were really bad at it.
Yeah, we got yelled at.
Yeah, because the other blackjack players were like, "You're playing wrong," because then it messes up their hand if you don't hit when you're supposed to hit. And it was.
We started playing in the buffet with sugars. We would use sugars as money, and we had a deck of cards, and I would be the dealer, and then everyone was learning because I'm not really a gambler, so I was just like the dealer. and I would just
and
do
we
the
were
cards.
trying to Google all the rules and when you're supposed to do this and that, and we never really got good, but
No.
we tried. That was our big at sea trial.
Now our friends, the casino was not kind to them.
No.
I think, how much did they end up spending? Like $900?
I think so.
Like a lot of money. We spent a lot of time in the casino.
We did spend a lot. So thankfully it didn't kill me.
Yeah.
Because
so
it could have.
Note to self, if you're going on a transatlantic cruise and like you don't have anything to do and you like to gamble, bring a lot of money because there's a lot of time you can be spent. We made, I think, the most friends in the casino. There was one day, remember, we met that lady who lives in the Villages.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And she was like, I live in the Villages. And we were like, what?
No way. That's like an hour from us.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, we did meet a lot of...
So
We were
many
very
friends.
social. Yeah, by the end of this cruise, we like knew a lot of people. So that's one fun thing about a transatlantic cruise. It is like a little community, and you're spending 3 weeks with these people.
Yeah. Some of them were mean.
Yes.
Which we'll get into in a second. So yeah, we spent most of our mornings with our little cappuccinos.
Always had a cappuccino. We did have the drink package, which was nice. So all their
It
specialty.
was a necessity.
It was, especially for 19 nights. And it was a pretty good deal because MSC has the like free drinks and Wi-Fi promo you can add on when you book. It was like $500 a person, which is sticker shock. But for 19 nights, drinks and Wi-Fi, like...
Yeah, and we used it.
Yeah.
Let me say, like, especially the Wi-Fi. Of course, we used the Wi-Fi to its full advantage, but we were drinking all day.
We
Not
were.
like drinking all day, but like we had at least probably 3 coffees a day, each of us.
Bottles of water, sodas. And then at night, I at least was drinking a lot.
Yeah.
So it was
That's so
definitely
true.
worth it.
But yeah, we had the drink package, which was totally worth it. So we'd start off our days with cappuccinos typically.
Just lounged around. When we weren't in the casino, we were either playing cards, reading, just hanging out in a lounge.
As a reader, if you want to go on a cruise just to read, go on a transatlantic cruise. Because I think I finished 10 books. I was zooming. I was zooming through those books,
Yeah.
let me tell you. I was having the time of my life on that ship reading my books.
Yeah, aside from the 5 straight days at sea, there was 9 sea days total. Like, that's a lot of time to just do nothing or read your books.
Yeah. And that we did. We attempted to do more, though. Like, we attempted to do arts and crafts, which...
Oh, arts and crafts was quite the fiasco.
It quickly turned into, like, an issue on board.
Because, again, we're at sea. There's only so much you can do. We were never bored, but for some people who, like, need constant activity, arts and crafts was one of the things.
And believe it or not, the old folk, they need constant activity, apparently, because...
We showed up an hour early once, and all the seats were taken.
Yeah.
And then the next day we tried to go back like even earlier and it was all taken. People were fighting over arts and crafts.
They ended up fighting so bad over the arts and crafts that it got to a point where the cruise line had to like get involved and be like, okay, you need to come the night before to the guest services desk and collect a number. And once the numbers are gone, you can't come to arts and crafts.
Yeah, arts and crafts became a ticketed event.
Yeah. Can you even imagine arts and crafts making silly little like macaroni necklaces became a ticketed event on our cruise?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I love arts and crafts. Not like that though.
Yeah.
Not to that. I was just like, oh, maybe we could go like make an origami elephant.
Something.
And it's like, I'm sorry, there's no more paper. Like, what are you talking about? It was crazy.
Yeah.
But
They did also have this group trivia that was every day. Now, we never joined a trivia group, but sometimes we would pop in and just listen. But that was a cool activity that they had.
yeah, it was fun. They like formed their own little groups and then they'd come back every single day at the same time to the theater.
And they would like, by the end of, they tracked it every day. So by the end of the cruise, there was like an ultimate winner.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
It was fun.
What else was there? We played some bingo. One of the times, so in one bingo session, I won both games.
I forgot about
People
that.
were calling me a cheater. People were angry.
They were so mad.
because I won both games in the session.
We couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe
was
it either.
crazy.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way. There's literally no way. And then bingo 2 times in a row.
It was insane.
And people were so
But yeah,
mad.
everybody was mad at me. And I was like, sorry, I'm just lucky.
Well, and then like some people like didn't know how to play bingo. And they'd be
That
like,
was the
I
reason-
had bingo.
That was the reason why I won, because people were stupid. So like, sorry.
Yeah, like nobody, like people weren't calling their bingos. And then they'd be like, wait, I have that.
Bingo rules. You have to say it when they on the number it's called, or
Yeah.
else sorry.
You didn't call it. Like, what do you want us to do? So, but yeah, you did win
we
bingo.
did play a lot of bingo.
I think on this cruise you won bingo 3 times.
Which is crazy. I've never won bingo other than that.
True. The odds were ever in your favor.
We did some perfume shopping a lot during
You
EC days.
did.
Well, but that would be one of our like daily activities. We would go to the perfume desk and smell them all.
It sounds like it was boring, but I swear to God, it was
had
literally
so
the
much
time of our
fun.
lives. I feel like this is another thing. Like, if you are going on a transatlantic cruise, you need to go with someone who you know really well. Because, like, I know you really well. And I know that, like, if I don't want to do anything, you don't either. You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like every day we'd be, like, laying there and I'd be like, do you want to do something? Knowing that I didn't want to, but, like, trying not to be boring. And Josh would be like, no. Like what? Like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I would like to be doing this. And he's like, cool, me too. Like, what do you mean? But that's literally how most of our days went. And that was enough for us. We were happy to be doing, and I think at that point in time, we both kind of needed to just be doing nothing. So we were content. Sometimes we'd meet up with our friends and play cards. We played a lot of Farkle.
Yeah.
Farkle's kind of our thing.
Other than that, there were some parties. Like there was a silent disco. There was a glow party. So
We had fun at the silent disco.
It was really fun.
Our friends went with us. It was kind of a hoot and a half.
It was.
We finally got to DJ to play WAP at the very we like asked him kind of early into the night and he was like, it's been 10 minutes. No, I cannot play that with
and
all of these.
the grandmas are here.
Yeah, I cannot play that with all of these like old Italian people. They would kill me. But then the very last song he played, we were still there and he played it for us. And in fact, all of these old Italians who were like sitting down watching us were like horrified. But it's okay. It was worth it. It was fun.
Yeah, it was. And then we did also try and see the shows. They weren't that good. They were maybe just not our speed. There was a lot of guest entertainers, and the entertainment, again, was maybe skewed more like European.
Yeah, the entertainment was kind of lacking for us.
There was like a violinist. There was a like magician. There was this like opera singer guy. And
the guitar man.
yeah, it just... They were good and people were eating it up. It just wasn't our speed.
Yeah, they were talented. It just wasn't something that we wanted to sit through.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, oh, good job.
Yeah. But we did go and support every night, even though we didn't really like it.
Yeah.
Just to see, maybe tonight will be better.
Golly, what else did we do? We did a lot of our laundry. Frequently.
Yeah. But other than that, that was pretty much
our 5 days.
Our 5 days at sea. We just kept doing the same thing over and over. Casino, bingo, eating, parties, napping, reading,
games.
Hanging out.
And that is what
that was
wonderful week looks like for me. That is my dream week, actually. Being in the middle of the ocean, no responsibilities, nobody to answer to. I don't have to make a bed. I don't have to clean my room. I don't have to make a meal. I literally just sit around, read, sleep, eat,
have
play
fun when
games.
I want to.
Yeah.
The only thing that could have made that better was if the weather was nice and we could have enjoyed the pool.
Oh yeah, baby. I would have been out on that pool deck every day.
But other than that, it was still a wonderful 5 days of nothing and everything at the same time.
Should we go again?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm begging.
I know. He quite literally is. Anyways.
But
Ponta Delgada.
Then eventually, after 5 days, we saw land. Ponta Delgada, the Azores in Portugal, which the Azores is like a chain of islands right off the coast of Portugal, but still like part of Portugal.
Beautiful.
It was incredible. It was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of giving Jurassic Park, Hawaii, like with all the greenery and the mountains. Not like the city, but like once we like...
I could see Hawaii.
Like
I don't know where you got Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park was filmed in Hawaii, and they have the big mountains and greenery.
I guess. Yeah.
But once we got there, we had an excursion leaving in the afternoon, which we'll get into in a second. It was kind of a bust.
Spoiler alert. It sucked.
It did. But before then, we, with our friends, we met Jesse and Lawrence. They were like, let's go out. We're going to go find this park. Let's just go walk around the city. And we're like, we'll go with you. So We got out right when we got off the ship. There was this, it's called Portas da Cidade. It was just like this arches and this like historical building. I don't know. It was really cool. The architecture was really cool.
Yeah, I think this was our first time in Europe, and seeing architecture anywhere we went was like dumbfounding to us. We were like, oh my God, there's like actual real architecture. It doesn't make any sense. So even something as simple as like an archway, we were like, oh my God, it's beautiful.
And it was just really cool.
Yeah, we walked around. We walked to these botanical gardens.
The Antonia Borges Botanical Garden.
Which were beautiful. Amazing.
It had this really cool, huge tree in the middle that had all these sprawling roots. It was incredible. It was really cool to walk around and see all the
and it was free.
greenery. Yeah.
It was completely free, and there were people there, families. It was right next to a school. There were like kids coming out of school.
I know. It felt like, oh, I'd love to live here. Like, it seemed like a nice community.
Yeah, it was beautiful there. We went to another convenience store.
We did.
We did, in fact, buy chips.
And they had lime Coke Zero, which I'm a Coke Zero fan. We don't have that here, so I was amazed.
Yeah,
it was
they
incredible.
had so many fun snacks and things and such that we got.
And then we went to this cafe. The cafe was called Ponta del Doce. Go if you're going to Ponta Delgada. It was incredible. It was like 5 minutes from the port.
The women were so kind.
They were so nice in there. Yeah, everybody we really interacted with in Portugal as a whole, like, were so nice.
So kind. Portugal is such a beautiful, beautiful country. Like, everyone is so kind. Genuinely, I don't think we encountered a single person who wasn't kind to us.
No.
They were so kind. They were like, oh, you need to try this. Like, try this one, and this one is like this, so you should try this. And so cheap. We got 4 coffees and 5 pastries for all of us to try. And it was like €13.
Yeah.
Hello?
It was incredible. So highly recommend Ponta del Doce specifically. It's close by. I mean, I'm sure all the pastry and coffee shops nearby, but we went there and it was all to die for.
Yeah, and the atmosphere was so cute.
Yeah, it was really nice.
But then we got back on the ship, dropped off our belongings, and got changed for our little excursion.
Now, our excursion, we were going to Sete Cidades, which is like these 2 lakes in the middle of a crater. One's green, one's blue. It's supposed to be this amazing, beautiful view. You're on this mountain with all these lakes and craters.
We were excited.
We were so excited, and we booked this tour through MSC, and
we were vastly disappointed.
Very. So we take this like 45-minute or an hour bus ride to get there.
And it started off really nice. We were like, oh yeah, we're going up this mountain. This is going to be so cool.
And it was sunny where we were.
It was sunny where we were. And then as we climbed this mountain, we're like, hang on. Why is it raining?
And then there was, as we were going through, there was this thick fog.
You couldn't see the side of the mountain. Like, we could not see
anything.
The road that we were on. Like, you saw road, and then it like dropped off to this fog. So we were definitely like driving up the side of a mountain and couldn't even see it.
Yeah.
And immediately people were like, oh, we're not gonna be able to see anything. There's no way.
Yeah.
So in fact, that was true. We got to the very top. It was pouring rain. And they were like, you can get out. You can't see anything, but you can get out. So we got out and we looked at a bunch of fog.
Literally, it was a wall of fog. It's not like it was just gloomy. The fog was a thick.
It was like we were looking at a wall.
You couldn't see even an inkling of a crater or lake.
No, it didn't look like. If you had told me that there was anything behind that fog, I would have been like, it's just a wall. No. You're pranking me.
It was terrible. We'll put a picture in of the wall of fog versus the postcard.
Yeah, which like it was kind of a bummer because I know MSC can't control the weather. I know that they don't like have any whatever, but also when we got back on the ship to get ready for our excursion, and we heard other people who went in the morning time talking about it, and they were like, yeah, you can't see anything. It's all fog. And we were like, what? So I don't know. Part of me wishes that they would have been like, sorry, we're canceling it because of weather. And like, I could have just stayed in the city and explored a little bit longer rather than like spending 2 hours on a bus to spend 15
see
minutes looking
nothing.
at a wall. Like, but it's okay. We bought postcards. We have a story to tell now.
Yeah. So it was
We
kind
were
of funny,
together.
but it was
fine.
terrible.
Yeah. But then on the way back down, we stopped and the tour guide was like showing us this
cool.
volcanic rock.
Yeah, we took little volcanic rocks. I don't know if that's illegal, but he told us to and we did. So
Yeah, he
customs, if
told
you're
us
listening,
to.
we did not take volcanic rocks.
Whatever. But yeah, we got to take some rock and it was cool to see.
Yeah.
And it was nice to see like the rest of the city when there wasn't fog, like just to see how beautiful
Yeah,
it was.
and our tour guide was nice. He kind of was like explaining all about everything.
Yeah.
So it was cool, but just a bummer we couldn't see what the tour was for.
It was a little expensive to go on a 2-hour bus ride,
Yeah.
essentially. But it's okay.
Yeah, we'll just have to go back, I guess.
Yes, exactly. That was it.
That was it.
That's what we did.
But so yeah, that was it for this like middle portion of the cruise. Come back on Monday where we're gonna finish out this trip. We go to Lisbon, Barcelona, and then the cruise unfortunately comes to an end in Rome. So stay tuned for that. But before we end off the episode, we wish you guys were here with us. So let's get into the Wish You Were Here segment. Again, leave all of your travel thoughts, opinions, hot takes on our website, passportpalspodcast.com, where we react to it every Friday. But let's see what we got. Okay, so we only have one. So again, passportpalspodcast.com. Leave us all your travel thoughts, opinions, anything. But it's from friend of the pod, Thompson, our loyal
Thompson.
Wish You Were Here submitter. They have submitted every week submitted for the past like 3 weeks. So
Thank you, Thompson.
thank you, Thompson, for giving us something. We appreciate you. Everyone else, follow Thompson's lead.
Yeah,
Please.
shout out to Thompson.
Yeah. But Thompson says, hot take, I don't miss the in-person whole ship muster drills before sail away, but I do miss being in close proximity with the people I'll be sharing a lifeboat with, should that sort of thing be necessary. I don't want to sit near a stranger. I want to sit near someone I've already been aware of, stealthily vetted, and or hope to avoid while briefly sharing a space during a non-emergency. Alternatively, I'd be okay with a Sea-Doo jet ski or two on every balcony so we can avoid strangers entirely in our own private escape pods. You make a very valid point, Thompson. I do not miss the whole ship muster, but it is nice. Like, I know you. Like, if we're going down together, like, what if we're not doing the traditional muster? What if you got in a fight with that person on day 2,
Every man for themselves.
But see,
if we're going down, the last thing I'm worrying about is the person next to me, unless it's you. I'm sorry. No offense. I'm getting in that lifeboat, and if you're not, that's a you problem.
But then once you're trapped in the lifeboat, what if they like try and throw you overboard?
I'll kill you.
Oh.
No.
But I get their point. Like, so I see faces like, okay, they're all going to be with me. So if I see them like throwing elbows at the buffet, maybe I'll just choose peace and walk away.
Okay, well, you should always choose peace. Like, maybe that's just something to consider. Like, maybe you shouldn't just be fighting with people.
Well, I'm never fighting with anybody, especially like I don't want to confrontate,
yeah.
but
no. But yeah, no. I do not miss an in-person muster. I've done it maybe twice, and I hate it every time. And every time I do them, I'm not paying attention to the people around me and couldn't care less. As long as I know where I need to be and I know where you are, I'm set.
Yeah.
I quite literally couldn't care less. If we are going down, if we are in a Titanic situation, I don't care. Once we're in that lifeboat together, we're in the lifeboat together. There is no if, and, or but. I don't care if we were brawling on day 2. We're making it out alive, and we can brawl when we're out of this life or death situation. But like right now, we're not fighting. Like, sorry. And if you want to, I will show you a fight. Yeah, like, no, but no, don't bring it back. But I respect it, and I can see how it would be valuable. I would like to see it, like, maybe a familiar face, like if I'm lost.
Yeah, like I know this person is I'm in my right spot.
Right, but what if they're wrong? And that's just scary.
So maybe jet skis on every balcony is the solution.
Right. I'm going to maybe I'll bring my own. BYOJS. BYOJS. Bring your own jet ski.
I'm going to bring my own, like, inflatable tube.
Oh, my inflatables really come in handy.
Yeah.
Just in case, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Thompson,
Thanks,
for
Thompson,
submitting
for your
a
opinion.
hot take. Again, everyone else, what are you doing? PassportPalsPodcast.com.
Eurosummer's here. Tell us how it's going.
Yeah. Have you been on a transatlantic cruise before? Let us know your thoughts. Would you ever do one again? If you have, why
I don't
haven't
even
you
care.
done one?
Tell me what shoes you're wearing to Europe. I don't care.
Yeah, tell us something so we can react. But yeah, with that, we'll end out the episode here. Have a great weekend. Try not to work too hard, and we'll see you guys on Monday. If you guys are watching us on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, do all the things. If you're listening, be sure to leave us a review on whatever platform you're listening to. But with that, we'll see you guys on Monday, and where to next?